7 reasons you're not losing weight on keto. There are 7 main reasons you're not losing weight on keto, despite your best efforts. You're not actually in ketosis. Ketosis is the state your body is in when it burns fat for fuel instead of carbs. Learn how to tell if you're in ketosis, and why those urine strips aren't as telling as you think. You're eating too much in general. Fat has more calories, gram per gram, than protein or carbs. So you may be eating way more calories than you used to. Get info on caloric needs as well as the ideal macronutrient ranges on keto. You're not eating enough. Severely limiting your calories slows your metabolism, derailing your progress. You're eating too much protein. The keto diet is a moderate protein diet, so aim for 20 to 25% of your calories coming from protein. Learn why too much protein can kick you out of ketosis. You're eating too many carbs. 20 to 50 grams of carbs a day is typical of the keto diet. Get tips on where carbs might be lurking in your meal plan. You're intolerant or allergic to something you're eating. The most common food allergies in the US are to milk, eggs, peanuts, tree nuts, wheat, soy, fish and crustacean shellfish. Food allergies and intolerances can cause inflammation which can lead to weight gain. You're leptin resistant. Leptin resistance is triggered by irregular sleep, stress, overeating, and calorie restriction. Fortunately, you can reset your leptin sensitivity with the below tips. Despite your best efforts, you're not losing weight on keto. Perhaps you've plateaued or even gained weight. Not an inch lost. Not a pound dropped. You've keto crashed. Now you're confused. You held so much hope for keto. Now what? You likely heard that a high-fat, low-carb keto diet can melt fat. Because it contains virtually no carbs, a ketogenic diet forces your body to burn fat instead of glucose for fuel. Ketosis is the state your body enters when your liver effectively breaks down fats into ketones to use as energy. Without glucose, your body doesn't have the highs and lows that lead to hunger pangs, energy crashes, and cravings. Instead, your blood sugar levels stay more stable. Your body also sheds excess weight, fast. And yet, it's not working for you. Here, the top 7 reasons why you're not losing weight on keto. This keto troubleshooting guide sheds light on potential pitfalls to the diet, as well as what you can do to address these issues to start losing weight and feeling awesome. Reason No. 1. You're not in ketosis after all. According to wellness education specialist Nair Davudi, Road, ketosis can be tricky to achieve when you're first starting out. A lot of people think they are in ketosis after following the keto diet for a few weeks. Though what often happens is they are not calculating their intake correctly, she explains. How to get into ketosis. In order to reach ketosis, you must keep a close eye on your macronutrient consumption, how much protein, fat, carbs you eat daily. While calorie intake won't affect ketosis, it may impact how much weight you're losing, more on that later. The amount of carbs you can eat while staying in ketosis varies from person to person. If you're following a strict ketogenic diet, your carb intake will be lower, about 20 grams, than if you're following a cyclical ketogenic diet like the Bulletproof diet, where you have one carb refeed day a week. Adding intermittent fasting to your keto diet will also allow you to eat more carbs and stay in ketosis. How to know if you're in ketosis. When you're in ketosis, your liver produces large amounts of ketones to supply energy to the brain and body. One way to determine if you're in ketosis is to measure the presence of ketones in your bloodstream. There are several ways to test for ketones, though some are more accurate than others. Urine strips or sticks, ketone urine strips indicate ketone quantity on a color grading scale. Urine tests are affordable and easy to use. However, be wary of inaccurate results. Urine tests only monitor leftover, unused ketones in your body. That's why the strips will be darker, indicating more ketones, when you're new to the diet. As you adapt to ketosis, your body uses more ketones, so there will be fewer ketones expelled through your urine. Ketone breath meters, the breath test method, where you blow into a meter, measures acetone levels in the breath. Acetones are one of 3 types of water-soluble ketone molecules, and in this type of test, the more you have, the farther you are into ketosis. Blood meters. In Bulletproof founder Dave Asprey's opinion, blood meters are the most accurate way to assess your level of ketosis. Prick your finger, draw blood and get a reading of the ketones in your blood. The downside is that these meters and blood strips are expensive. Reason no. 2. You're eating too much to lose weight on the keto diet. You still have to watch your calories. You don't necessarily have to cut them, but you can't go hog wild and eat 3 times the amount you used to. Overeat and you won't lose weight on the keto diet. Keep in mind that fat has twice the amount of calories per gram than protein or carbs do. So it's a good idea to track what you eat in a diet app like MyFitnessPal while you're getting started. If a patient asks to go on keto, I calculate their basic calorie needs to sustain their body and lifestyle, says Devuti. It's a myth that everyone can eat the same amount and not be affected differently. All factors considered, it's true that a 200-pound person and a 150-pound person should not eat the same amount. As you lose weight, you won't need as many calories to sustain you as you once did, says Devuti. It's helpful to reassess your needs after every 10 to 15 pounds lost. Otherwise, it's possible you'll hit a plateau. Pro tip: while calories matter, your ratio of macronutrients, carbs, fat, and protein are most important. Aim for 5% of calories from carbs, 20% from protein, and 75% from fat. Devuti adds that drinking plenty of water to break down fat is particularly important on a high-fat diet like keto. Reason no. 3. You're not eating enough. If you've cut calories excessively, your body thinks it's in starvation mode. That's why super low-calorie diets stop working. Your metabolic rate drops to protect organs and normal bodily functions. Likewise, in an effort to conserve itself, your body slows down in response to insufficient energy levels or excessive exercise. 1. So while you may think you're making great strides toward your weight loss goals by eating significantly less, you might be setting yourself up for failure. Your body needs the right amount of high-quality food in the right proportions to reach a healthy weight. And contrary to popular belief, calorie quality matters more than quantity. Focus on hitting your macronutrient goals: high fat, moderate protein and low carb, and eating nutrient-dense, whole foods, not just bacon and butter. Pro tip: use a food calculator to estimate how many calories your body needs to lose 1 pound per week and stick within that range. Hit your macro goals by eating high-quality keto fats like coconut oil, avocados, grass-fed meats and eggs from pasture-raised chickens. Reason no. 4. You're eating too much protein. It's a common misconception that the keto diet is a high-protein diet. It's a moderate protein diet in which about 20% of your calories come from protein. Too much protein can actually kick you out of ketosis, says Devuti, through a process called gluconeogenesis, where your body converts extra protein into sugar, carbs. Your body will reach for the glucose first and no longer burn fat for fuel. On the keto diet, you want to eat moderate amounts of complete proteins, which are proteins with meaningful amounts of all 8 essential amino acids. Meat, fish and eggs are all complete protein sources. Incomplete proteins from nuts, vegetables and starches are helpful, but they aren't enough on their own. Pro tip: carefully calculate your protein needs, advises Devuti. Too much and you won't stay in ketosis, too little and you'll lose muscle. Reason no. 5. You're eating too many carbs. Carbs can be tricky on keto, particularly because they are hidden in many unexpected foods like cruciferous veggies, green beans, dairy and nuts. Because these are keto-friendly foods, eat them moderately. Another common misstep: misjudging how many carbs you're eating overall. It can be difficult to gauge exactly how much food equals 20 to 50 carbs a day, for instance, which is typical of the keto diet. You can also calculate how many carbs are in each food with the help of a food tracker app. Learn more about the best keto diet trackers here. To keep your carbs in check. Fill up first up on low-carb vegetables like leafy greens, cucumbers, asparagus, avocado and zucchini. These should fill your entire plate at every meal. Be mindful of higher-carb veggies like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage and cauliflower. Reserve keto-friendly fruit, like berries, for the occasional dessert. Focus on high-fat proteins. Pair an egg, grass-fed burger or wild-caught salmon with a green leafy salad and avocado for an easy and filling meal. Also, take special note of sugar alcohols like sorbitol, mannitol, xylitol and isomalt. Sugar alcohols are derived from plant products, fruits and berries, though their carbs are uniquely altered through chemical processing. Reason no. 6. You're intolerant or are allergic to something you're eating. Roughly 15 million Americans have food allergies. The most common food allergies are to milk, eggs, peanuts, tree nuts, wheat, soy, fish and crustacean shellfish. While food allergies are serious business, food intolerances can plague you too. While not life-threatening, food intolerances cause imbalances in the gut leading to inflammation, which may affect the number you see on the scale. Pro tip: talk to your doctor to find out if you're allergic or intolerant to a particular food. A nutritionist can test your blood and recommend next steps, such as an elimination diet, in which you eliminate all suspect foods and then slowly reintroduce them to see how you react. Reason no. 7. You have leptin resistance. You have a stop eating hormone that plays an instrumental role in your hunger and weight management, and it's called leptin. It puts the brakes on hunger by sending a signal to the brain when your body's energy needs have been met. If you have leptin resistance, the "I'm full" signals don't transmit properly across the blood-brain barrier. Leptin resistance is triggered by irregular sleep, stress, overeating and calorie restriction. Leptin resistance can also affect your thyroid, which secretes hormones that influence metabolism, growth and development. The amount of leptin available to your brain has a major influence on how many thyroid hormones are released into the body. Leptin resistance can throw a wrench in your thyroid function, leading to a slower metabolism and stalled weight loss.